Looks like nothing too exciting, not transitioning into like a max factory build or anything like that, just loading up those Marines, getting ready for another drop. These dropships have been huge all game. We'll see if mTwDIMAGA is able to finally regroup and handle himself accordingly, because these dropships are just causing so much damage. He's not having any time to react, any time to attack. Look at this, again he has Roaches out of position right as the drop comes in, nothing but Marines and one Marauder. Here we go, gonna snipe that. I thought he was gonna go right for that hatchery, but no, he takes the Queen. Going for drones now. This hatchery's still almost dead, but not going for the hatchery. Oh, the Banelings just burning those Marines alive. Forced to probably back up. No, he's got just enough units to hold on. Forcing mTwDIMAGA back. mTwDIMAGA has lost the hatchery finally after all this work. Has another hatchery being built, but it's not in mining position. These minerals are still extremely rich. Nowhere near mined out. Taking out the spawning pool. This is huge. mTwDIMAGA is going to be in quite the position right now. He has no spawning pool, no hatchery at his top base, only operating off of one base. And at the exact same time, our Terran player is expanding. It looks like he's just now saturating. This is going to be huge. This is finally cleaning out those Roaches. I don't know what he's going to be able to go from here. He needs to do something about this. Bring up his production tab. He's got Roaches and Banelings being produced, not even producing air at this point. He's hoping that the Roaches are going to be up, and this Roach Warren might go down. This could be another tech building loss. He can build nothing right now except for Mutalisk after that building goes down. But finally, he cleans up this drop. This drop is going to turn out to be huge in this game, because he is not a Terran player. He cannot move this hatchery over. If he could, it would be huge, allowing him to mine off of 2 bases with some efficiency, but instead, he's got 1.5 bases mining, having to throw in that hatchery. Look at the long distance mining by these drones. It's going to be extremely hard to regain his footing. Taking up this economy tab, 1,000 to 800, 1,000 to 700. Our Terran player just in the lead, absolutely dominating. 35 harvesters to 31. mTwDIMAGA needs to do something really huge and do it now. And 3 more dropships completely full of units being dropped back at mTwDIMAGA's expansion. If he loses this expansion, I feel like he's going to be out of this game. Here we go, Marines coming in. Are they going to snipe the Spire? Are they going to go for drones? No, going for drones. No, they decide to snipe the Spire. The Spire goes down. mTwDIMAGA can produce almost nothing right now. Roaches, Banelings, Mutas, all exploding right in the center. Absolutely gorgeous. Is he going to be able to clean this up? Looks like mTwDIMAGA is going to come ahead in this small fight. Those 3 dropships were actually denied this time. Amazing that mTwDIMAGA was able to get enough forces to do that after losing a base and being macroing off of 1 base. But bringing up that production tab, as you'll see, mTwDIMAGA is producing no attacking units right now. He has nothing right now to build units with. We'll double check to make sure that's true. He's about to take out these last 2 Marines. Marines and mTwDIMAGA going down. mTwDIMAGA forced to escape, and transfusion right there. That was beautiful transfusion on that Mutalisk. Doubling back, he's got a drop coming in right now, but he has nothing but a Baneling mess right now, and guess what? You can't build Banelings without having Zerglings, so this could be extremely devastating. Here we go, finally adding on his spawning pool. Gonna snipe that creep colony. No, gonna force to back up. Stutter stepping those Marines, staying alive the best he can. Is he gonna go for drones? Is he gonna go for Mutalisk? No, he's gonna go for drones. But no, why is he backing up? But now he's trying to supply block mTwDIMAGA. mTwDIMAGA is at 54 out of 78. Army tab 76 to 58, 20 supply advantage in our Terran's favor. Bring up the units lost tab. mTwDIMAGA lost 108 units to 67, lost a ton more resources in the form of units. Production tab is open. He's finally now able to produce Zerglings. This is not researching any kind of upgrade, so he's not going to lose any additional minerals in the form of that upgrade by losing that evolution chamber and just picking up the drop, running away, and mTwDIMAGA finally able to macro off of 2 bases. At the exact same time, a dropship is going down here, but these Mutalisks, are they going to finish the dropship? Oh my god, he's going to lose another dropship with units in it. This is huge. He needs to be more careful with those units. Can't lose these dropships with units in them. It's just too huge. What's he doing with this dropship? I'm not quite sure. It looks like he's going to drop units up there, maybe bring those siege tanks up there as well. Those siege tanks going off to La La Land, and look at this, taking his 3rd base in the form of the gold. mTwDIMAGA is now aware of this drop because of these Zerglings that ran by. Looks like he's going to start moving his units into position to prevent these Marines. But no, his Zergling's getting ahead of his army, losing a couple of Zerglings needlessly. Scan going down. He sees these Banelings. He knows it's going to be dangerous. Probably going to lift off and get away. Those Banelings are boom, go the Banelings. Still too many Banelings left for him to drop. He might stall and drop. No, I figured he might drop one at a time on the Banelings, hoping to snipe the Banelings. But no, Mutalisk going away. Dropship gets away with 6 HP, but those Mutalisks are going to take it out again, losing 5 Marines in the form of that dropship. He needs to have better dropship micro. Dropship going in the back as well. It looks like he's just multitasking too much. Marines getting as many drones as possible. Drones were pulled off the line, but still doing damage. 41 to 32, down by 9 harvesters. mTwDIMAGA in quite the pickle, but no, is he going to get another dropship without things landing? This could be huge. mTwDIMAGA is just taking out dropships that are full of units again and again and again, finally dropping the Marines. Going to get away with his life this time. That would have been huge if he lost another dropship full of units. Here we go, Marine tank army pushing out across the field, saturated at this base. Still got Marines being the main thing he's producing. Adding on a second factor right now. Is he going to move into some kind of Thor play? Because I see an armory going down. Bring out that production tab. Still working on his upgrades for his infantry units. His infantry units are currently at 0-1. He's about to be 1-1. Our Zerg player is sitting at 1 carapace upgrade, nothing else. Is he finally able to produce something other than Zerglings, Banelings? No, it still looks like he's going to be using a Zergling Baneling army. Hasn't had the time to add on a Spire. Finally getting Infestors. Infestors are huge against Marines. These Marines are going to start getting melted at burrowed Banelings just sitting in position. These could be huge on these Marines when these Marines start moving into the field. And look at this. SeleCT taking a 4th base. He's now double the bases as our Zerg player. Our Zerg player is absolutely behind, but TizzouSC has done absolutely gorgeous micro to stay in this, taking out dropships with units still in them. We'll see if these burrowed Banelings play a huge role in it, because here we go. Moving across the field, TizzouSC's time to make these burrow Banelings do work, but no! Looks like slow push. Another Marines, come on Marines, go just a little bit further, please! Those Banelings want to explode on you, but no, TizzouSC finally pushing in. He popped those Banelings out, wasn't enough, but look at the number of explosions going down. Those Infestors is absolutely huge. Look at that, oh wow, TizzouSC defending this with much less units. Bring up that units lost tab. He's still way ahead, well ahead in the units lost, but he's catching up in resources because those Zerglings don't cost anywhere near as much. Back to that units tab, man, that was absolutely huge. TizzouSC defending that, but still gonna have too many Marines, but those Zerglings finally gonna come and clean that up. But defending that giant push was absolutely giant, absolutely giant. Defend the giant push, mixing my words in as silly a way as possible. Here we go. Why did you siege up those tanks? But no, turns out to be a great decision. Marines, Marauders is maybe too much for TizzouSC. He is macroing off of 4 bases right now. TizzouSC is only macroing off of 2. I think it's just going to turn out to be a slow death burn for TizzouSC. I don't know how he's going to be able to come back. All the excellent micro in the world may not be enough to defend, especially now. Look at the number of mules. This is why people complain about mules. He was able to drop 6 mules on this gold. That is absolutely insane. Those mules are going to be pulling in tons and tons of money. Bring up this economy tab. 3,000 minerals. 3,000 minerals because he's dropping those mules on that gold. That is absolutely insane. People want there to be a short cooldown on those mules, so not allow that kind of thing to happen. But right now, it's currently the way the game is played, and it's completely balanced. So we cannot complain. Mutalisk going to get these 2 Marines, but SeleCT just has too many units. Going to be in position, forcing to run away with just 2 Marines there. Going to be proven to be too much for these Mutalisks. Down goes it, and looks like SeleCT is just going to push into the base. He said, I've had enough of this. Scanning because he's worried about burrow Banelings again. Not going to mess around with that again. These Marines would just be melted if they popped up in the right spot. These Mutalisks still poking away, but SeleCT is going for the death blow right now. Infestors coming out, Banelings coming out, fungal growth going down, Banelings exploding, but it looks like the Banelings didn't get as nice of an explode as they would have liked to. Microing those Marines away. Look at the way he's running those Marines away. Banelings forced to explode on the siege tanks, and it looks like SeleCT is finally going to end this game, put TizzouSC away. Only time will tell, however. Is he going to snipe these production buildings? No, he's going right for the queen, going right for the macro. He does not want TizzouSC to produce anything else, not because he doesn't have production buildings, because he cannot afford it. TizzouSC, look at TizzouSC up to 1,500 gas. This is not the position he wanted to be in. Losing those tech structures just absolutely hurt him too badly. He wasn't able to get those gas-heavy units forced to go mainly Baneling, Infestor, Zergling, and there goes the layer down to 2 bases. TizzouSC trying to counter, trying to stop these bases. Forced a good game out. It just turns out it was just too much macro. SeleCT's dropship play just turned out to be too much for TizzouSC. Moving on to Game 3. TizzouSC down 1-2. SeleCT up 2-1. I hope you enjoyed.